Yo, welcome to another 501 Witty podcast. You already know who the fuck I am. Clyde, want to say the third, aka the Phoenix. To the right here, E-Bob, Bobby Timms. And we have a special guest in the building. Kay.
Yes, sir.
Let the people know who you are, what you got going, everything you got going.
Everything.
Talk to them.
I'm KK. I am from Little Rock, Arkansas, born and raised. I have my own production company, Raindrop Productions, and I recently, in December, just released my first short, Therapy. Ended up winning an award in Hot Springs, Audience Choice Award. So that's a project that's been floating around.
Congratulations, by the way.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Congratulations.
I also partnered my mentor. We just opened up a men's lounge on Rodney Parham. Come there, get catered, pampered, treated like the young king that you are. And you can bring your wife if you want to, but it's dedicated for men, but not limited to men. Working on another short, getting prepared for that. Also doing a mini documentary, getting another year, working on that as well. So a couple of projects I'm working on, playing around with, but that's about it right now.
That's cool. So you got some shorts. Like who's inspiring you right now in the game? Who you looking up to right now? Not saying who you trying to be like, but like who's motivating you to like go hard right now, or what's motivating you to go hard right now?
I guess you could say my grandmother, family.
All right.
Trying to break them generational curses. So
Facts.
That's why, yeah.
Facts. We are on the same page right there. For real.
Oh, yeah.
Cause I'm definitely trying to break some generational curses, man, and I wanna pass it on through my kids too. Like I just don't wanna teach them just certain shit. Like go do you. Explore the world, you know what I'm saying?
Not even just physical or financial, even mental. Breaking mental generational curses.
Oh,
Exactly.
So regarding to your short, you just won the award for it. Can you speak more to like maybe the genre, what was it kind of about, without giving spoilers away, what took place, but kind of just take us on the process, like what you got to put together for it, what it's a little bit about, and how it came to come where we're at this moment.
It's called Therapy. It is a drama, you could say. It's just about mental health in the Black community. It was actually a student film. So this past semester, I go to ULU, so I had to do a student film, my first film. And at the time, I was dealing with an ankle injury, so I really didn't want to like.
Yeah,
we're gonna get to that now. We're gonna get to that part.
Oh yeah.
But at the time, I didn't even want to do the project. I ain't had no energy, no motivation, nothing. But I don't know, about 3 o'clock in the morning, woke up, got to writing, boom, sent it to my aunt. She looked up, she loved it, so we went from there. Actually, it was crazy. The day before the first day of shooting, 2 of my people dropped out. My sound guy and my light guy, they dropped out. So of course, either I'm put under pressure or I'm figure it out. So I figured it out and it was released. But overall, it's just about mental health. Just and within our community, you know, we don't really deal with mental health.
No, we sure don't. I was having a conversation with somebody about that the other day, and I was like, in the Black community specifically, we got a lot of trauma. We came from generational trauma, and we still get to deal with it on multiple levels.
Right.
And like you said, break that cycle. It is up to a generation has to step up and just do it.
Yeah.
Quit talking about it. Just fucking put it in motion and do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You good? That, like what you said, just trauma from all different angles. And we playing the blame game, or we just suffering. You know, we rather suffer than to go speak to somebody. I don't know which person said, well, stay in this house, you know, having this house, stay in this house, but that's horrible. Like, go tell somebody, go tell the correct person. Like, don't go talk to your homegirl, okay? She's gonna keep giving you the trash information she been giving you, and it ain't been working. Like, go speak to somebody that's educated and knowledgeable on how the brain works, on how the mental, you know, all of that works. Go talk to somebody, because it's okay. It's okay to be crazy, or you're not crazy. Like,
because you're not alone.
Right, you're not alone. And you don't realize how many people going through the same thing you're going through until you say something. And like mental health, especially as far as speaking to a therapist and anything, that played a big part in my family. Like growing up, when none of that going on, I ended up having to get a therapist when I was younger.
Yeah.
But I had a white guy. He's my therapist. It was dumb. I thought it was dumb at times. I was like, bro, I can't relate to him. He can't relate to me. Like when I went in there, he like, yeah, I don't see anything wrong. So we both look at each other stupid. Find somebody that fits you. They got apps out here that work. They got, especially here in Arkansas, in Little Rock. I know it's 100 of therapists out here that's looking for new patients. If you don't have insurance, you don't know unless you ask. You know, you don't know unless you ask. I'm pretty sure somebody out there that offer some type of help or some type of financial help. So just it's okay. Like it is okay. You are not the only one. There's a billion people in this world. You're not the only one.
So when you went through this process in regards to therapy, was it working for you from multiple layers? Not just for the content, but even yourself. Did you find it therapeutic producing, creating, and like you said, now it's out there?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I found it more therapeutic after I released it and how many people it touched. I had people call and say they cried, they felt every emotion from the husband to the wife to the kid to the other characters. So to know, I'm just writing this from my standpoint, how I view things, of course, and what I've seen growing up, and to know it really touched somebody else, that's very dope. At the end of the film, I put 3 recommendations where you could go get some therapy help. I had two doctors, and it's an app called Better Health, and people actually, I know a few people that I think they reached out to those people I put on there, so that's even dope. Like to know I help somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
Just by something that you created, you helping somebody.
Because when I was creating it, I wasn't thinking that big. I'm just like, first I was just thinking, I'm gonna do the bare minimum to get this done. That was the first thought.
Yeah, I want an A, but I want to get past this project.
Exactly. Like, and as I got to writing it, I had certain people in mind I want to play certain characters they never acted, but I was like, they gonna, because their personality already fit the character, so I was like, they gonna act that out. The more I started getting into it, the more I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and get a budget together and just do it. What's crazy is I wasn't going to put it in the film festival. Everybody, a few people was like, oh, you put it in the film festival, you put it in the festival, you can't release it on YouTube. And I was like, no, I'm releasing it on YouTube. I know my target audience. I already know my target audience. So I was like, I'm going to release it on YouTube. I ended up releasing it on YouTube same night. I got a DM from the film festival director of Arkansas Shorts. Hey, we want your film in the festival. I said, well, alright, cool. So now it's in the festival. Boom, go to Hot Springs. We watch all the films. They got films from Spain, France. Watch all the films. Therapy's winning. Oh shit! It was a great feeling. Just overall, it's a great feeling just to see. And then I filmed all of this while I was in a booth in a cast. So that was even dope. People don't even know that.
I mean, I'm aware of it because I mentioned it.
Of course.
You talked about it.
Yeah.
Working through the pain, man.
Oh yeah.
That's another example. Like even dealing with mental health, like you're not letting anything stop you. Like you probably use that as motivation to keep going harder. So you know what I'm saying. So don't let shit stop you. Whatever you got going on.
So in regard to that ankle thing, though, go ahead and speak on it. Because like the way it happened, what a crazy situation that was.
Can I ask a question first? Was you hooping? Was you balling? Was you crossing somebody over?
Go ahead and tell them, okay, what happened?
Alright, so last year, I'm gonna start from the very beginning. Last year, I would go to the studio with my homeboys to take pictures of them in the studio. And one day we was just in the studio, and I was like, man, I'm gonna out-rap all y'all. Okay. I was joking. And they was like, I ain't getting the booth then. I was like, nah, I'm just playing. They was like, nah, get in the booth. Got in the booth. I was nervous as hell. I was like, yeah, this rapping shit different. This is a whole sport. So fast forward, I told a couple of my bros, they was like, man, you can do it. You just gotta, you gotta have some confidence, boom, boom. All right. So also beginning of the year, I get braids, and people like to crack their jokes. I get the 2 braids, and they be like, all right, little Bow Wow.
Oh shit.
Anyway, I be like, Alright, so I was like, I'm gonna recreate a Lil Bow Wow video. I just want to recreate it. Then I was like, wait, I can just do my own song. I just sample one of his beats, right? So we used everybody know the Lil Bow Wow basketball song.
Mm-hmm.
Sampled it, and that's also sampled. So we sampled it. I had my homeboy TJ, who a producer, I had him sample it. He made the beat like 3 times, like cause the beat just wasn't right. So he made it about 3 times. Boom, go record it. I remember Cook, he was recording, and he realized what I was doing. He said, "Oh, this shit could be hard." It's my first song ever recorded. So fast forward at the video shoot. I went hard on this video. I had a photo shoot and everything. Then the pictures were going crazy. Everybody in like the city was messing with it. So the day of the video shoot, we filming. Everything going great. We get to the end. So I was like, I got act like I dumped. But how we gonna do that? So I built this platform. It's plexiglass on there, and so I get on the plexiglass. I just jump off the plexiglass and dump. Now I did it several times and it worked.
Yeah.
It worked before the camera cut on. The camera cuts on.
Oh shit.
He say action. I said, alright. But he like, I'm recording. I'm like, cool. The minute I jump, I dunk. But I didn't land well. I landed and broke my ankle. And I knew I broke it because I sprained my ankle before. And that's a totally different feeling.
Oh,
I
yeah.
said, nah, this is broke. Like, my ankle broke. I'm screaming, crying. Everybody run over there. I want my shoe to, I want my shoe off.
Right.
They like, nah, I keep shoe on.
Yeah, the pressure. Get that pressure
Right?
on the thing.
I ain't never broke a bone. I done played basketball, elementary, middle, and high school. I ain't never broke a bone.
Yeah.
I break a bone shooting a video. So
That's crazy.
I'm like, they carry me to the truck. I go to one of the worst hospitals in the city. I go to Baptist in North Little Rock.
Yeah, I feel you.
So I guess shout out to the motherfuckers in Baptist in North Little Rock.
I feel you on that one. For real.
So I go there. They don't even help you in the hospital. You gotta just figure out how you gonna get in the ER. So they get a wheelchair.
Damn, it was that bad?
Yeah, my homeboy said had to go get a wheelchair for me. Boom, get in there.
You hear that shit?
They don't even come get you. They don't even come help you. So I'm screaming. Everybody in the waiting room looking at me crazy, like what wrong with this girl? So I
And
get
she
in there.
ain't got no help yet.
I get in there. I finally get in there. Like what's going on? I'm like I broke my ankle. So nurses being nurses, they trying to like I guess get me to feel better. So the one nurse is trying to crack jokes. I'm like, but it's not a time to be joking. Like
Right.
my ankle broke right now. Fast forward.
Yeah.
I need an X-ray and all of this, and I'm sitting in a wheelchair, and they're like, okay, can you stand up? I said,
Get the fuck out of here. Can you stand up?
the lady tell me she can't wheel me in the room to get the X-ray because she
Right.
got to stay where she at. But mind you, the room, we right here, and the room is like right there.
Oh yeah.
I say, what? I'm like, I can't walk.
So she wants you to walk.
Yeah,
to the
I'm like, I
X-ray
can't
machine.
walk.
But they can't well it. That's just like,
And none of it making sense.
It don't.
yeah.
And I'm not lying. I promise you this is happening. So we get in there. Finally, I get wheeled in there. I can't move my ankle, of course.
Yeah.
But they get the X-ray. Now, we get in the regular room. We got two different scenarios going on. One, he's like, okay, we're gonna put you to sleep. We're gonna pop it back in place. You're gonna be good. We're gonna put a splinter on you. You're gonna be fine. Other guy like, no, we can't do this. You gotta go see an ankle specialist, right? Like, we just gonna pop back in place, put the splinter on it, and then let it go. I was like,
Wow.
what?
So he wasn't gonna put you to sleep. He was just
No, so-
fuck that.
And so, mind you, at this point, I ain't had no pain meds.
Yeah.
I
I
know.
ain't had no
Yeah,
pain
you
meds.
still-
And then look, they sent me back to the ER. I mean, back to the waiting room at first. Before they even put me in the room, they sent me back to the waiting room. I'm in there screaming, crying. Everybody in there just feeling sad for me. But I'm on my phone, like, because people was calling me, right? My mom gonna say, they not gonna take you back there because you're on your phone. I look at her, I'm like, what? That don't even make sense. Like, what are you talking about?
So that's what it was? Because you was on your phone?
I don't know. So
Oh.
finally, go back in the room, yeah. They don't end up putting me to sleep, but he tries to put it back in place as much as he can, and then they put the splint on there. They give me some hydrocodones. I go home. All right, next day I go to the ankle specialist. I have to wait 2 days before I can have surgery. He come in there, he like, I had surgery. I cry. I'm like, surgery? I ain't never had surgery before. Well, I've had surgery before, but it ain't never been like this. So
Right.
it's a surgery, but I gotta wait 2 days before I got surgery.
Mhm.
I don't wish that pain on nobody. You just got a broken bone. I broke my ankle in 2 different places.
Mhm.
I have two plates and a whole lot of screws. I just went to the doctor Friday and they finally cleared me. But
So if you do a roundhouse kick, motherfucker deadly.
you still feel it. Like, I still feel it.
Right.
I still
First to get
move.
kicked, like boom.
Going to the airport.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't got nothing.
I promise.
Yeah.
Ma'am.
Right, like you
And
got
that's what it's gonna be.
Ma'am.
Like you got something. What is this? Where you have
Where is
that?
it? Right.
Just tell us.
I can just picture it right now.
Yeah.
But I had surgery. Surgery went fine.
Yeah.
So I was in a splint and I was down for like 3 months.
Mhm.
Not moving whatsoever.
And that's when I read it to you, just mentioned, and I was like, that's you had the boot on at the time. You
Yep.
still kind of you was on the back end of your recovery.
Yep.
And now you walking fine now.
Fine. Yep.
I know.
How did it feel?
It
Liberating?
is.
You run, no problem?
No.
Ah, you still
I'm still in therapy. I'm still in therapy.
Look at no self-incriminating. You're right. Hey,
Still in
she's
therapy.
taking it easy. She's recovering. She's following the guidelines.
Hey, do what you gotta do.
Look.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, I'm still in therapy. I definitely still feel
Playing
it, but it's not
basketball
as bad. Yeah, I ain't picking up no basketball no time. So I ain't running, jumping on nothing. So
I hear you.
so nobody ain't do nothing around me. They
Just
got
for insurance purposes, like I said, she's relaxing. She's following the doctor's orders.
Hey, I kind of feel the pain, man, because
Yeah.
like, what was it, like a year ago?
Oh, with your
Last year,
finger?
I broke my finger.
Yeah, that shit was ridiculous.
Woo, boy.
You don't realize how much you need something when you
Until
continue
it's
on.
injured. Hell yeah,
You don't
man.
realize, like, this ankle moves just fine. And what's crazy, my big toe, an ankle I broke, my left ankle, is very stiff. Like, it doesn't move. It's hard to move. You don't realize how much you need your big toe till you ain't got your big toe. Like,
Right,
Yeah.
right.
like wait, what?
Like my finger still ain't all the way.
And the
right.
smallest
Like,
thing will fucking cripple your ass.
Bro, swear to God, last night I was opening up a Sprite can, and like the lid of the little thing,
nail
it got up under my nail, and I was like, oh shit! And that's from pain from like a year ago,
Nigga, have
bro.
you ever had like a fucked up like cavity or some shit like that? When your
Yes.
teeth just fuck up and
Yes.
like you crumble your ass like, God damn, my
Yeah.
fucking mouth is fucking killing me.
It'll make a
Like,
gangster turn to a straight pussy.
Ooh, leave me the fuck alone. Irritating and shit. Leave me the fuck alone.
For real.
You be mad at everybody. 'Cause
Man.
people start asking you dumb questions. Do it hurt? Does like it hurt? Like, look at me.
Yeah, right?
Then the pain meds, they work temporarily, but
Yeah,
they
right.
work. I remember I could only take my meds every 6 hours. They work for 3.
right,
They work for 3. And the
right,
other 3,
right.
I remember I'd take it and I try to go back to sleep. I try to sleep as long as I could. So I get at least, can I sleep at least for 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
Right? And then the rest, I was keeping my whole house up. When my ankle was before my surgery, I was keeping everybody up. I was screaming, crying in the house. I needed pillows, I needed ice. Wasn't nothing working. They was like, "Can we give another pill yet?" Like,
Correct.
yeah.
So to get back to like, what you've been doing, you say you rap a little bit,
Yeah, that's
you do producing,
yeah.
of course you shot your film, shorts, so things of that nature. What is your favorite aspect from the overall? What you got going? Is you like do a little rapping a little bit here, more, or like to produce behind the scenes, do a little acting? Like tell us more about like what you love to do.
I love to direct. I love to just bring it together, like how I envision it, or how somebody else may envision something. I love to direct, and I actually like writing. I ain't gonna like a couple months ago. If you asked me if I like writing, I'd be like, no, I hate writing. I told you that, I think.
Yep.
And I actually like it once I can finally get the words like together. But I just like to. I mean, like crazy stuff in my head. I just like to put it out there. So as far as just directing and bringing it together, as far as making music, I like to do that. Like that's really for fun. Like it's not. People will be like right now. They be like, oh you a rapper or something? You an artist? I just be like, no, I just make music. Like for fun.
I seen the black and white photos you put up. Is that
Yeah.
something you look out for, or is it just something you just in that day y'all just took a picture of you doing that, or?
No, I know photos tell, a story. So I always try to capture if I'm working.
Okay.
To capture me just in the studio, oh, hey, what she got going on? I done had like 3 people DM me. They ain't heard nothing. Like, hey, I want to do a feature.
Damn, that's crazy.
They ain't heard nothing. I dropped one song and it wasn't definitely not the best, but one song is like, now I post this picture. Oh, y'all want to work with you? That short film, especially when I posted the award, so many people to hit me up. So many people, oh, let's work. Oh, I got this in mind. Oh, I got this idea. I think we could do something. Like, all right. I was trying to work with you last year, bro. You think?
That's fucking crazy. Hey, you fucking clout chasers out there, man. Hey, real shit. Fuck y'all.
That kind of fuck. I mean, if you want to elaborate from your perspective, how did that make you feel? Like you said, you tried. You don't got to put names out if you don't want to, but you tried to approach individuals to work and collaborate.
That's
they didn't want to
bullshit,
fool
bro.
with you.
That's bullshit.
You win an award. You get some kind of recognition for your work. Now you're getting the same, like, hey, what's going on? How did that?
I feel great. Cause you gotta know how to treat them people. Cause some of them you can just not mess with it all, like you know. But it's a select few that they got that good quality, so you just keep them in arm's reach. But you know how to deal with them.
Yeah.
And so, like while I was down, I had a lot of mental and spiritual growth. Just learning things. So it made me feel like maybe before I hurt myself, I probably been like some type of way. Like it really would have bothered me. But now, I just laugh it off. I think it's interesting.
Cool.
I just know how to keep.
Yeah.
I just know how to.
Cool as a cucumber with it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Might not respond. Might
Correct.
respond. Just like the message.
Speaking of photos, do you still do shoots? Cause that's how I kind of ran across you a couple years ago.
I don't do as many shoots. I'm really trying to get away from photos. I do event photos for certain people. Select few I will do photos for, but as far as promoting that, I do photos.
So you just do mainly like you said, events like candid shots and shit like that. You don't do stills really.
Yeah, I just this year, at the end of last year, I've been finding my niche, right? Cause you work with a camera, you write. That's like your lane is to write. Your lane is taking pictures. Your lane is to take pictures, whereas somebody else's lane is to actually do sound and something. So we all it's like we in the city of the state of film, but each of us in a different city. You know what I'm saying? You in the city of sound, you in the city of directing, you in the city of writing. So people instead of trying to do everything by yourself, go ahead and invest that money and find people that's actually good at that one part, and you find that what you good at, and you do that. I'm good. I'm good at telling a story. When you bring me a story, my whole vision, everything, I can tell a story. I feel like I'm great at directing. Yeah, I'm good at writing. I'm good at editing. I'm good at this and that, but I'm great at directing. So that's kind of what I'm at.
And like I said, I seen you kind of in action when you was here for another project when I utilized my space or whatever. And I seen you kind of just dictating, just making sure things was going smoothly that day. And like I said, I commend you on that because you kind of like, we definitely had a good time on set, but you kept everybody focused because we are on a time constraint.
Right.
And you yourself, I want to be here fucking forever.
Yeah, I'm big on that.
Yeah, because I got other shit I want to do with my goddamn day. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be here for 6 hours. We can knock this out in 2.
I'm like on set, I'm real cool.
Yeah.
I'm real laid back. But if it's like, if it's too much playing, less working, then I'm going to say something. All right, let's chill out, y'all. Let's get this done. Then the sooner we get this done, the sooner we can eat. Or the sooner we get this done, the sooner we can leave. Like, you got to think like that. Cause time is money. I worked on big sets where you only got this place for 4 hours, but it's gonna take you an hour to set up.
Yep.
Then the artist or the talent not gonna take a whole another 30 minutes just to get there. And they gotta, so time is money. So I try to, do that.
Respect the time. Respect people's time, man.
So before we go to commercial break, tell people where they can just find you, how they can follow you, what you got going on. And we'll put it in the bottom in the description box. Go ahead and shout out to your stuff.
You can follow me on Instagram at MOBKAYKAY. That's Mob. KK Mob stands for Mentality of Bosses. That is my label and my team. You can find me on Facebook at KAYKAY. That's just KK, and it will have my logo at the top, my cartoon logo actually. You peep. You can find me on YouTube at Raindrop Productions.
Go turn around, show the people.
RAYNEDROP, Raindrop Productions. And that's where you can find my most recent music videos like KK, and you can find Therapy, the short film.
So like I said, follow, look for, and like I said, make the connection so y'all can collab, utilize each other's talent, like I said, in different cities, come together, make a bigger city.
Definitely.
We better go to commercial break. We'll see you guys on the other side. Listen, motherfuckers, stop what you're doing right motherfucking now. Subscribe to 501 Witty. That's 501 Witty. That's a W, like titty, but with a fucking W. And make sure you like, comment, and share this motherfucking video. Enjoy the motherfucking podcast. I gotta fucking go. I'm on the motherfucking run.
We back from that break. Hope you enjoyed the commercial. Like my man said on the back end, if you haven't already, go ahead and like, share, subscribe. 501 Witty on YouTube, LR Witty on Facebook. Also 501 Witty on Facebook too. But go like and share and subscribe, man. Just support your people.
I mean, we out here doing our thing. We want to work with you. We want to promote ourselves and promote what you got going.
For sure. And if you got anything positive going on and you working in the city, like you said, we steady bringing in people that's doing shit. So if you want to be next, man, hit us up. Let us know what you got going
And
on.
we'll gladly have your ass on here, promote whatever the fuck you got going. And guess what? We are gonna grow together. Like, what's the problem?
Thanks.
Grow together. But back with KK here, we can transition to you said something earlier about like kind of investing in yourself in a sense, and like also just in general. Take us through a process of where you at when you were like, you had an idea, you got things going, and now you continue to not just invest in yourself financially, but just the time you spend investing in whatever craft you got going. Just speak to that real quick.
Investing. A few years ago, when I graduated high school, I moved to Atlanta. Worked at a production studio, ATL House of Shoots. Worked down there, and the owner, Joe Young Spike, he from Memphis. He would always talk about investing, but see, it would be easy for him to talk about investing because when you think of investing, you think of money.
Correct.
He's super rich. Like, yeah, it's easy for you to just spend bread like that.
Yep.
Me, on the other hand, a little more budgeted, you know. But I never realized the importance of investing until I moved back home. And my mentor, Smooth, a lot of y'all may know him as Smooth the Barber, but he calls himself Smooth the Gentleman now since he's retired. He invested in me. He invested into my first camera that I still use today. And that investment has taken me so far. You see where I'm at now? You know what I'm saying? So, and I got so much more to go. Invest. It takes money to make money. So don't be scared. Even if it's a little investment of $5 or a big investment of $5,000, $50,000, you know what I'm saying? Increase. Just invest that. Then invest time. Like, I'm tired. I'm super tired. I'm tired. Like, yesterday was a long day. I was up for like 18 hours. And I'm still here. So I know.
And thanks for coming.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I came here because I know, okay, I can network with them as well as promote myself out there to people that don't know me.
Right.
So that's an investment. Invest in time. I'm not saying stay up for 5 days straight. Get your rest because you work better on a fresh mind. But invest time. It's gonna be times where you be like, bro, I do not want to go. You just go ahead and get it over with. All right. And yeah, so always invest.
And like I said, I agree with that because even myself, we all on tight budgets and we all got a little, schedule constraints and things of that nature. And like this office is my investment in myself. Everything you see in front of you, I took that mindset and did the same thing because, like I said, we all know I write. I love writing television series. I just got writing a big major script with this one author, and we have him on pretty soon. Shout out to Mr. Anthony Baker, Keith Harper. Y'all coming on pretty soon. And so we took one of his books and turned it into a screenplay, and that's like 165 pages. And so, like I said, that's a 3-hour film. And I just love that I went through that process. So with that investment in myself and in the time doing that with him, I've grown more, and the fruit is going to, of course, bear one day. And it's important to take, like I said, not just money, but the time, the physical property of things, and just overall, even when it comes to you in photography, you you know all about that. Investing in yourself with the camera, the lenses.
Bro.
Go and speak to it real quick.
Bro. It's real, man. Like KK said, like, it's not always about money. Because everybody don't got it like that. We all trying to come up. So my thing, when I invest in myself, I look at, okay, I could be watching this video to learn how to do this, or reading this to learn how to do that. So I like to invest more time, but it's hard in today's world because you got so many fucking distractions around you.
Right.
So with that being said, invest in yourself in time, but also watch who's around you because they could be distracting you as well. You see what I'm saying? To keep you from going further. So invest time and just kind of invest time in yourself, man. And sit back, take time to yourself, and just like look, figure some shit out and go from there.
Because to piggyback what you just said, you put me on a video a couple years back now from Dr. Monroe.
R.I.P. Dr. Monroe. Great
Man,
guy.
I didn't know he passed, but that's sad. But the video you sent me that one day, I still listen to it to this day because he spoke to your gifts and how God basically put a gift in all of us.
Yes.
And your gift is like directing, just producing, putting things together. My gift is writing. Same thing, producing, networking, putting things together. Same thing with you. We all have a gift for photography.
Right.
And so, in nurturing that gift, you got to put time into that gift.
Facts.
And you got to continue to approach that gift on a regular basis.
Yes,
because
sir.
he did speak to, if you like play video games all day, that's what you're going to be doing.
Yes,
Doing
sir.
nothing, playing fucking video games.
You become who you dedicate your time to.
Exactly. So if you dedicate your time to your gift, then it will bear fruit. It may not be that same week, that same month, that same year, but eventually it will pay off.
Right.
Even not just your gift, but when we say invest in yourself, we're not like when I say that, I'm not just talking about your gift or your talent. Don't just you do photography. Don't just invest in photography, but invest into your knowledge, like to grow.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Sure.
go buy a book and read it.
For sure.
Which is
Reading
rare
the book
nowadays.
can change
People don't read
your
no
whole
more like used to.
perspective. They
Sure.
not. If you gotta listen to something or do, invest in that. I spend about 30 minutes every day. I pray, meditate, read every morning. I may miss out on the meditation, but I pray and read, or I may miss out on the reading, but I pray and meditate. I'll make sure to do at least a prayer that day. That one thing that I do every day can shift everything in your life. So when you say invest in yourself, not just your gift, but really invest in yourself to grow mentally, physically, spiritually, and however.
Yes,
And go back to what you were saying, he's hitting to like you gotta remove the negative out of your way too. Because if that negative, it could be people, a certain individual, or just habits. You just gotta remove that from your space so you can of course further invest in yourself in any capacity.
Right.
Because like I said, we've all been through challenges and we still go through challenges. We're all work in progress. And like I said, eliminate some negative stuff out of my way. And it definitely helps out. When the mind clear, ideas just appear. And it's just crazy how that shit works. Like you wake up in a better mood, you may get better sleep, which of course lends its way to creative processes or just feeling good that damn day. You just have a great Saturday sometimes. You wake up and have a fucking great Saturday. Wow, what a great Saturday it was.
Exactly. You didn't do nothing, but it was just great.
Great Saturday.
The vibe is good, your mood good.
Right.
All that. And the meal tastes a little bit better.
Right.
Shit. It's a good ass fucking steak today.
This leftovers is kind of good. They weren't hitting like this yesterday.
Hell no. Today,
Right.
those damn spices.
Right.
God damn. But now, self-investment is very important because, like I said, it's just critical because we don't get one life to live. As far as I know. If you believe in reincarnation, that's what you believe in, but you may come back as a fucking ant. But they ain't gonna do nothing for you. You gonna get smashed by my ass. I'm walking this normal in the street. Like, sorry, I killed your ass, didn't know you existed. But no, just, take care of yourself, man. Invest that time, take care of yourself, and just don't take things for granted. You know what I'm saying?
And definitely, please don't let your challenges turn you back. If anything, like she was saying earlier, she worked through a broke ankle. So whatever challenges you got, just power through that shit.
Yeah, when a lot of people say sacrifice, I sacrificed my ankle. I'm gonna shoot that video one way or another. I mean, when I broke my ankle, I was still texting Bruce. Shout out to DJ Bruce. He he's my cinematographer. I'm texting him, hey, still get them last minute scenes, like get them last scenes I get. So I
still directing.
Is that like
fucked up like a motherfucker.
I sacrificed my ankle. A lot of times people think of sacrifice, it always goes to some extreme. Like, nah, I just sacrificed my ankle, and boom, I'm back in it, and I'm on a whole new level now. You know.
And for those who may be in a situation where, let's say the stimulus check come your way, and you're not behind on bills, whatever the case may be, try not to, don't blow it on dumb shit if you can.
Please.
Take this opportunity and like, really, we're not saying everything is money, but if you have the opportunity to have this extra money, invest in whatever you got going. Start or something. Get that LCC going. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you need to do.
Get copyrighted.
All that. So like, get that stuff going. Like, you know what? I'm gonna take this money and just invest and start my foundation.
Exactly. Like even, I be laughing at LLC Twitter sometimes. I got an LLC, of course, but I laugh at other people because they try to tell people how to spend their money, and it's not. And it's a sermon to go about it. Now look, if you have no interest in starting a business, okay then. But invest it into something that you can always invest your money into something. Invest it into some books, some type of food or something. I don't know, something productive. If you don't want to start a business, and then if you've been procrastinating on this business, you've been wanting to start. That stimulus check is tax refund season. This your time to do that.
Yeah.
Cause
bounce back.
Exactly.
Or like I said, upgrade.
But you know, people like, it's sad to say, man, but our people are so fucked up. Like, they don't look at the bigger picture. It's like, oh well, I'm not gonna invest in this. Why invest in this when I'm gonna get this right now? But if you invest in this, 9 times out of 10, whatever you're investing in, then it's gonna take up most of your attention. So by the time you grow in this aspect, what you did, well, you ain't even gonna be tripping over this shit no more. You can go get something better. You see what I'm saying?
It's patience.
Patience, exactly.
Patience is our biggest enemy. I still practice patience. It's better than what it was, but not to be impulsive. A lot of us are impulsive, especially with money. Like we go to the store. You know, people go to Walmart and just walk around Walmart to see what they can buy. Like, why are you doing that? For what?
Yeah.
That's dumb. You don't even need it, and you know you don't need it. You just gonna walk around to see if they got something new.
Hey, I'm going to Walmart to get a bar of soap. Come back with this bag full of shit.
Buy all this shit.
Right.
Damn, I got no movement stuff in my house.
No, don't be impulsive.
Correct.
Take time and think. Like, even with the film industry, people may come to you with a deal or something. Like, hey, I can offer you this much money for this script or this film, and don't make that decision so instant. Like, somebody come, okay, for example, so let's say somebody come and say, oh, I got $50,000 for a script. No, I'm just hypothetically speaking. Bro, you ain't never had $50,000 no more. I mean $50,000 in once. So like, it ain't gonna make a difference if you have it or not. Like, you done been living without that $50,000. You don't need it. People feel like, I don't know, money hurts a lot of people. Yeah. And it makes people make irrational decisions.
Correct. Well, let's get to a lighter note real quick. For sure. Now, we are all creators here. We love film, movies, television series, shows. In regards to your opinion, A, what is your favorite genre? Horror, sci-fi, action, comedy?
Action. Okay,
action. Now, this doesn't have to be in no order. What are some of your top action films out there that you just either revisit, you love, I gotta watch every scene, I'm not skipping nothing? What's out there?
Any Spider-Man movie, I'm gonna watch. Spider-Man, my favorite superhero. And I'm gonna watch it anyway. Even the trash ones. I'll watch
So what do you consider trash? Because I'm a big comic book nerd, and I love comic book movies, so speak to me.
What's his name?
Andrew Garfield, or the first one, Tobey Maguire, or the new one?
Andrew. I ain't like
the middle one.
Yeah, I don't like that one. I don't like Andrew Garfield.
You like the Amazing Spider-Man with the Croc, and of course the second one, the Electro, and...
It's okay.
Okay. No, what's your favorite one then? You like Tobey Maguire? Because to me, Spider-Man 2 was the best one.
Yeah, Tobey.
With Doc Ock.
Yeah.
That's the one I grew up on, so that's my favorite. But I like what's his name that plays the new one?
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland, because he has that personality of who Spider-Man. Like,
okay, Peter Parker. He is.
Peter
Parker. Okay.
Peter Parker for real. So I like Spider-Man. I'm a big Marvel fan. Avengers.
Okay. I'm a DC more, but go ahead.
I like DC too. I ain't gonna lie. I like DC. Like I binge watch Gotham. I think while I was down.
Okay.
Every season, and it
Which
was
is definitely a unique take on just the city itself and the characters that they presented.
I like speaking of DC. I like the Joker.
Okay, that definitely is one offshoot. That was a great movie. Actually, shout out to Todd Phillips. He did a good job with that. And Joaquin Phoenix playing the role.
Transformers.
Oh, okay. You got my heart here. It's 84. The year I was born. Optimus Prime.
Transformers.
Which one?
I should say G1. No, he's on the movies. He's on the movies
I'm talking
now.
about the movies.
Yeah, she's talking about the movies.
Oh, okay. I'm movies. Gotcha.
I'm talking about the movies.
Go ahead. This is your opinion. Please. I'm interested in this answer. That shit was garbage.
You ain't like the movies?
Fuck no. They did with the first one. They fell off after that.
No, that one was recent when they dropped. That was like
The last night.
Yeah.
Because they weren't even about the damn Transformers.
But you know, listen.
Go ahead.
When they start, even with the Fast and Furious, the beginning be just fine. But when they start making multiples, it just goes down.
Well, see, I kind of facts, but to me, this is my opinion.
How many Fast and Furious is like?
They 9 come out. We supposed to come out last year, but they postponed it to next year. Well, now it's this year, 2021, because of the whole COVID situation. To get to the Transformers, that was based on existing lore. Fast Furious, that was just something that came up fresh, even though they took elements of other action films.
Yeah.
It was something that was just original. Right. And I understood the growth in which path it took because it got more comic book like because now people got powers and shit.
Yeah,
because you got Dom breaking concrete with his foot.
Yeah, I didn't like.
You got motherfuckers flying across like the bridge, landing on the roof of the vehicles and shit like that, not breaking no bones, nothing like that. Going back on the mission.
It's TV, bro. It's TV.
I know what I'm saying, but it was based on but.
Don't start.
It started reality.
And then now everybody got super.
The Rock turning around, rocking shit, mid-flight, grabbing torpedoes.
Like I want to watch that, I go watch the Hulk or something.
Like that. So that's what I'm saying. But I understand that. But the Transformers, to me, that came from existing lore. And most of the films, especially the last one, it wasn't even about the Transformers. You had Mark Wahlberg, he was the fucking last night. He carrying the sword that Marilyn had. Like, what the fuck is going on? It ain't about Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, nobody. They basically playing the back seat to the overall story.
I like the first two. Like, the first two was solid.
Revenge of the Fallen was aight. It just that...
it was cool.
It got... Because that's when they had to do where they had to construct the cons, climb the pyramid, they had the balls dangling and shit. Like, it got goofy. It wasn't even about... Once again, it was more about comedy. Sam and Witty couldn't find a job in the third. It came more about them. It was stupid. It was dumb. I was like, what the fuck are we doing? That's why I respect the cartoons, even the shit on Netflix now. It's back more about the Transformers.
Yep, that's why I liked. That's what I liked about Gotham. To go back and like really find out who's who.
And that a unique take on the villains and shit like that. And like I said, I enjoyed it for what it was. I like the characteristics that they presented. Even when they made up your girl, Jada Pinkett Smith, her character, she was not even from the comics, but she was cold as fish. I liked her.
Yeah.
Like, they was just the original character they created.
I think a lot of the actors they had and that actors and actresses they did like fire. Even the little dude they had, cause I know it was someone
They played Bruce.
No, not him. The little dude. They couldn't call him the Joker because I think of the
contract.
Oh
yeah.
He
did a good job though.
He did.
They called him Jerome.
Jerome, yeah.
Yeah. He actually did good. I liked him. He played. I was like, okay.
They got it. I watched those episodes and they took me on a whole nother idea.
But now he did a good job. Now you gonna say something about Marvel, about some more characters you love, like cause I love the Punisher. Like out of the Marvel characters, Spider-Man's up there with me. I love Frank Castle with the Punisher. Go shout out to John Barenthal who did the Punisher on Netflix. That shit cold.
I ain't seen it.
Yes, 2 seasons on Netflix. You can go watch it. But he did a good job Punisher. They did more the psychological aspect of Frank Castle, what he went through and shit like that, and just the way they go get down. They did the character justice. And the other Marvel characters, I like the villains more though, like Doctor Doom and shit like that. Everybody like Wolverine, Logan.
Yeah.
The X-Men is cold. The movie's trash because they don't really present these characters to the full aspect.
Yeah,
they relegate their powers, they mitigate them powers, and it's not a full display. But go ahead and speak to like what the characters you love, Marvel.
Really? Honestly, it's just Spider-Man. Spider-Man love, but I rock with all of them. They cool.
You enjoying the movies themselves, the whole MCU? You watching WandaVision now on Disney Plus?
No.
Okay, so you ain't fuck with that shit, huh? Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool on the Avengers. They cool.
What other action you got that you like?
Action. That's about it with the action. I like the superhero,
Okay.
stuff like that as far as action. But I like a little bit of drama.
Okay.
A little bit of comedy. But I'm a big fan of animated movies, cartoons.
Like Cowboy Bebop, we going that way? Are we going towards Avatar? What we going? Are you going to like Monsters Incorporated?
Yeah, we're going that way.
Okay, you going to Disney Pixar?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Disney, Pixar,
Toy Story.
Toy Story. Yeah. I'm a big fan of just like I'm a big kid and watch cartoons all day.
Oh yeah.
Even like they just released Soul. I don't know if y'all seen it.
I want to see that, man, but I haven't watched the shit. I haven't watched the shit.
Man, y'all get a chance, y'all check it
That
out.
was good. That was good.
Yeah, I heard it was real good.
They put the story together well. Like, I like it.
It is surrounded by black characters too, so
Yeah.
that's definitely always a positive when we are highlighted.
Right.
Well, yeah, I think one of the writers, either one or two of the writers, they're black. So
Yeah. And they kind of do that nowadays with just political correctness. We're gonna tell a black story. Let's get some black people to write the story.
I mean, it only makes sense.
I mean, in most cases, yeah, but I can write it. You can write.
yeah.
I have no problem with like a white person writing a character as long as the black character he's presenting on film or in the story is not too stereotypical or he's not trying to paint it in a bad light. And so I'm fine with that. Like even recently when the guy who voiced Cleveland Brown, and then people found out he was white, he stepped down. I was like, that's stupid. I mean, like,
I recently just found that out.
Yeah, I was like, that's silly. So I had no problem like a white man directing a black movie because he can tell a good drama.
It all just depends on the perspective. You gotta see
context.
Okay, how are they telling it? Like, you gotta also think about that. To say, I used to think, white people can't do black movies. But then they got a whole writer's room. You don't know, the writer's room may be all black. You never know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So to say no, they can't. It really just depends. Like you said, the content. It really depends.
Mm-hmm.
That's like me. I'm working on a film. It's about the word nigga. It's an argument between two black men arguing about the word nigga. One is for the word, one is against the word. Mm-hmm. And I could write it just solely from my perspective, and not go get anybody else's opinion, right? Mm-hmm. But I think, some people will relate, but I don't feel like I would reach a bigger audience. I could reach a bigger audience if I go ask young black men, well, what's your thoughts? And then I pick between that. So I'm big on it. Especially when it comes to writing certain things, I definitely feel like you need to actually get whoever your target audience is. You need to get into their head, get their opinions. How would they react? Because the way you react might not be the way a lot of other people might react. So they don't really relate right there.
Right.
I'm big on that.
That's good. But you got any follow-up questions? Anything you want to ask KK before we get her out of here? Because she's tired as fuck. 18 hours yesterday.
I just want to say congratulations on everything you got going.
Appreciate it.
Keep pushing, like you said, keep investing in yourself, keep the negative bullshit away from you. And
Got had you on an episode of 5 on Witty too. An actual comedy skit down the line.
hopefully we can see you at the top, We can
Definitely.
meet each other at the top.
Definitely. I appreciate y'all having me.
No problem.
Anything else you want to promote out there?
If you are in Little Rock, Arkansas, and you are a young man and you like to get manicures and pedicures, you just like to get catered to, you treated like Jesus. Come down, look up Finishing Touch Men's Lounge on Facebook,
I've been at the
Instagram.
bottom too.
Facebook and Instagram. It's on Rodney Perrin. Come in there and just feel like the king that you really are, and complimentary drinks and mimosas. So
Invest in yourself. Take care of yourself.
Do you have
definitely.
Do you know it's gonna be open and available for the public?
It's available for the public starting Monday, actually.
Oh, cool. Damn. There you go. So when this thing drop, it'll be open.
Yeah. So just pull up 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Just come through, accepting walk-ins and all of that.
So would you rather like people make appointments or just come through?
Just come through, and then when you leave, make an appointment before you leave.
Okay.
Already. Anything else you want to put out there? You dropping soon that we need to look out for? Any projects, anything we need to look out for the next
I
couple
want
of
to
months?
say the end of February, beginning of March, I will be dropping my next film. No title right now, but I just explained it about the word nigga. It's gonna be very. I want the emotions will be high for that film, so it'll be real short, maybe about 5 minutes. Expect that, and also expect a music video I'm gonna work on called War, as well as a mini documentary about juvenile diabetes, type 1 diabetics.
Already.
Yeah, it's coming soon.
Well, thanks for coming. Like I said, thanks for blessing the channel with your presence. Glad you can finally come through.
For sure.
Our schedules aligned, and you took time out to come to say what's up to the people. And like I always say, if you see us, speak to us. If you see us doing things that are positive and constructive, support it, share the links, subscribe to the channels, and just, work with everyone that you see doing great things out here. We're a community of creative individuals, walks of different walks of life. But we can come together to create this beautiful art and just do great things in the world. So don't be shy, don't be an asshole about it either. Like I said, take care and just share and support one another. Bob, you got something to say for people?
Nah, I'm ready to go, because I'm sleepy. I'm in the same boat as
And I'm fucking hungry.
and my girl KK over here, man. I'm sleepy.
But like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Photography, you know me, networking, all that good shit. And like I said, follow KK. Everything will be below in the description box. I'm done. We done here. Get the fuck out of here. Bye.
Be blessed, man.
So,